Hello everyone, so explain today's video, we're going to be discussing my first year ownership of this guitar. My Seafoam Green Jet JS300. So, I'll hold it so you can recognize it. Sorry, that was natural. So, just to explain, if you don't know anything about this guitar, and me, I'm a left-handed guitar player, so I don't play the guitar this way. I actually play it up this way, and I reverse the strings. Think of it like Jimi Hendrix style, okay? So naturally I pick it up and I hold it this way, so you're probably thinking, what's he doing? Anyway, so today's video marks, it's not quite the anniversary day, but it's close enough. It's a year since I bought and imported this Jet JS300. So I thought today I'd just talk to you about all the modifications that was done to it, the story of how I bought it and why I bought it, and where we are a year later. So right off the bat, just to explain, since October of last year, this has basically been in a case. So the intro to this video will shed some light into kind of the way it's been treated for the last 5 months, 6 months, 5 or 6 months. So it's a 1 year review, but I've really only played it for the first 6 months of holding it. I've barely played it for the last 6 months. But anyway, that's for reasons I'll explain later. So let's talk about the guitar and why I bought it. So last year, a year ago, I was going through YouTube, as you do, and I was looking at all the YouTubers, and the biggest craze that was going on was these Jet guitars. And I was interested in getting another guitar to use in standard tuning. So with my songs, what I play and what I record, my other guitars are mostly in E flat. That's how I like to tune and play and sing. But I needed a guitar for playing cover songs and playing live and having standard tuning. So I thought I'd have a dedicated guitar, but I didn't want to spend, you know, €1,000, €2,000 trying to get my my number one guitar like a copy, but in a different tuning. So. And I don't want to keep retuning on stage depending on the song, because I do a mixture of my songs, my own songs, and cover songs, so I needed 2 guitars. So everyone was raving about the Jet, and the Jet's a good price, a cheap price, so I thought I'd buy one. Also at the time I was looking, I was researching and watching lots of Adrian Belew clips, and there was a clip of him dressed in like light blue, green, turquoise, and he has a turquoise Strat. Well, not turquoise. See, I'm a man, so I can't really see colour very well. It's just either light green or dark green or light blue. Anyway, he's wearing this matching outfit. So I liked the colour of the guitar. So I looked at the Jet guitars, and lo and behold, they made this light Seafoam Green, as it's called. So I thought, perfect, I'll get myself one of those, and we'll start from there. So in the beginning, though, when I bought it from Gear for Music in the UK. And I had to have it shipped out and imported to where I live now, which is in. So I had to wait. The whole process took just over a month. So I ordered it, it was shipped, it was delivered here, but it stayed in customs for basically 3 or 4 weeks until I had to go get some paperwork. Anyway, so I was really, when I got this guitar, I was very eager to see, you know, did I make a good choice? It's like a month of preparation. In that month, I already bought what I wanted to upgrade on the guitar. So I will link in the description. I have a whole series on my journey with this guitar, and I've got the unboxing video and my first impressions, all that. So hello everyone, today we're going to be opening up a new package. I've come colourful. I'll put that in the description. So fast forward now to today, a year later, and we can talk about all the modifications that's been done and what I've used it for, basically. So so let's go over what makes this different to a standard Jet. So first of all, we've got Vanson locking tuners. We'll start at the headstart. Vanson locking tuners. We've got a Tusk, Graphtec, string tree and nut. Very interesting. I had to put in 2 nuts because I accidentally bought a right-handed nut the first time. Again, I have a video on that. And then now it has a left-handed nut for me because that's what I have to do. It's got Fender vintage style single coil pickups. So there's nothing wrong with the ceramic pickups that comes with this guitar. In fact, I really liked the middle pickup. But I have Seymour Duncan pickups in my #1 Strat. So I basically took the vintage single coils from that Strat and I put them in this because I thought, let's see if we can upgrade the sound, you know, with kind of premium pickups. And they were basically lying around, so it was basically free. So I thought I'd put them to good use. Makes it sound a bit more Stratty, to be honest. I've had lots of people compliment on the sound of this guitar. It's got Fender 5-way switch because the cheap, nasty, horrible switch that comes with it just, yeah. It's got the original parts because they're small parts, but they actually work. You turn the volume down and the volume goes down, like it's gradual. Same with the tone. I've wired this tone control to the neck and the middle. Neck. I always get those mixed up. To the bridge and the middle. So I can control the bitiness of the bridge pickup, which I like, and I do that on all my Strats. But it's got Fender white plastic covers on there as well, because I didn't like the colour that came with. To be honest, the Jet stuff didn't fit the Fender stuff. So when I bought the Fender 5-way switch and I put in the Fender pickups, all the Jet plastic didn't fit. So I had no choice. I had to get another set. So I chose to get white ones because I actually like the colour of the white against the scratch plate, the cream scratch plate. I don't like the colour that comes with the Jets. Anyway, still with electronics, we've got a pure tone jack. So in here is like a double jack socket, and it's so you can pull on the cable won't come out, basically. You have to pull on it. And then we've got a Wilkinson tremolo bridge. So the story about this is, it's a design fault with the Wilkinsons. When you put in the tremolo arm, it doesn't stop. It just goes down all the way. So you actually can't move it above the controls or the saddles on the bridge. I don't know why it does that. I know there's a grub screw underneath that you can tighten up. But once you do that, you lock this in place and you can't pull it out. And also the rubber like sheathing inside, or the rubber collar that pinces the whammy bar together to make it tight. Well, it's a metal screw with a plastic collar, so obviously the metal screw just goes straight through it. So it doesn't do its job. So I don't know why. But apart from that, so I put some tape on just so it doesn't fall down. It's not a big problem for me. But anyway, the tape just stops it from going in further than it should do. But the tremolo works. I'm happy. And it stays in tune, which is very important. And the final modification is, I'm left-handed. I've got strap locks. So on this horn, there's also a strap lock. I love these. These aren't coming. The strap never comes off. It's brilliant. Right. They were the upgrades I made to this guitar. So those modifications dramatically made this guitar better than stock. I have a video of me opening up the guitar, the first impressions, and my opinion of the Jet guitar isn't very high. So we'll get that bit out of the way as well. I'm in a minority of people that don't actually like Jet guitars. But this one, I've actually modified, so it's not actually worth the price that, you know, I paid for it. It's basically quadrupled in price, you know. The amount of money I've spent on it, it's gone from a €150 guitar to a €500 guitar, yeah? We're talking that kind of modification. So, if I was to buy a Jet from Jet again, which I'm not going to, but let's just say I did, I bought another one, I don't think I'd like it stock. I don't think it's a good guitar for the money. I think you have to spend money and make them better. And we're not just talking simple luthier, file the nut and get an Allen key and do the truss rod. We're talking serious problems like the tuning machines don't work, they don't tune, the nut is terrible, it's terribly cut, the saddles on mine, the screws that hold them in pointed in various directions, so the strings didn't even sit on the saddles properly. I've got, it's on all my videos, I've got pictures of the strings sitting over the grub screw, yeah, things like that. And but the neck is good. The frets aren't as smooth as I thought they would have been. Everyone raves about the neck and the frets, but this particular one, the frets are a little bit sharp, but I'm not really too bothered. I'll wear them out in my hand. Compared to my number one Strat, this guitar is nothing compared to that. Like, the frets are not... Anyway, we're not going to get into that. This is all about this guitar. It's not positive straight away, is it? It's not really a positive 1 year review. If you buy these guitars, they're going to come with faults, and you need to be able to fix those faults, basically. I mean, mine clearly came from the factory with more faults than it should do. Okay, so I'm not going to bash anybody else's Jet. You might perfectly well have a Jet guitar you bought from the factory, which is perfect and good for you. That's great. My experience is it came like a dog. So I've had to spend a lot of money, and I didn't want to send it back because I told you about shipping it and customs. It took a month to get here. I mean, what would I do? I'd have to beg to send it back to Gear for Music, which I've heard isn't the best place to beg for your money back. And then I have to get another one, and that'd be another month. Like, I just couldn't wait. I'm pretty handy with guitars, so I do my own stuff. So I knew I could turn this into something better. But even after those modifications, would I say that this is better than my number one Strat? Well, no. That's why my other one is my number one Strat. But that doesn't matter. It's still a decent guitar. But begs the question, why has it been in a case for 6 months? And so I played a gig. This is the funny story about this guitar. When I play this guitar, it's kind of not... It's not perfect. There's a little bit of a fight with this guitar. When you want to bend the strings... Oh, I've got 9s on this guitar, by the way. I've got 9 to 46, a hybrid set. Because I usually run 10s, but I thought I'd go with something lighter on this. Because of the 9.5 inch radius, I thought I could play a bit, you know, faster and a bit special. So, but when you're doing that kind of stuff, like I said, it's a little bit of a fight with this guitar. It's not 100% there. It's not smooth. Whether that's my fault, probably. But after I played in October with this guitar, and I played it was a great gig. People said it was fantastic. That's the funny thing. It didn't feel nice, but apparently it was fantastic. I left it in a case with all the finger cheese and arm gunk and skin. And then I've been playing gigs and events and recording, and I've been using my number one Strat. And going from this and picking up my number one Strat... I just didn't have the urge to pick this back up. And 1 month turned to 2 months, turned to Christmas, turned into the new year, turned into playing like with my own guitar, my favourite guitar. I told you it's an E flat. If there was a song that needed standard tuning, I'd just learn to play 1 fret up. So if it's in E, I'd just play an F with my other guitar, and I'd persevere, and I'd start playing, you know, in the difficult positions, but it didn't bother me because I like my number 1 Strat. I didn't feel like getting this out. So why have I got it still? Why did I get it out? Right, so literally 6 months have passed. I played a gig last Sunday, and it was going to be a big jam session, and basically it's going to be cover songs. It's going to be cover songs in standard tuning. So going back full circle, I like Adrian Belew. He's one of my favourite guitarists, and I had this image of green guitar, green outfit. So for the gig, this is how I went. Green and green and green. And I thought, I have to take the green guitar. It would be an opportunity missed if I didn't turn up wearing all green and I didn't take the green guitar. So I got it out the case, and it hadn't been played since October, so 6 months. And yes, like I said, the strings had gunk on them. I had my arm gunk all over the controls here because I'm left-handed. That's how I play. So it needed a big clean-up, and then also it took me an opportunity to get the fret files out and to just get the tuning and intonation perfect. The nut's a little bit too high, but that's my fault from when I installed it. I didn't do a thorough check of nut height with my playing before I cemented it in. I'm a bit wary getting the nut back out and sanding it down, purely because when I took out the nut the first time, it actually took off some of the neck, the headstock up here. It's a slab board. I don't know if you can quite see. Where's the camera? There's actually a bit there I've glued back on. So it says it's a roasted maple neck, and it's a slab board, so it's definitely 2 pieces. But that part of the slab board, it just came off easy. So I don't know, I'm a little bit on the fence with how roasted and tough this neck really is. Looks great, but I wish I'd have took pictures of what it looked like underneath. Anyway, by the by. So the nut could do with, I filed it down a little bit just to make sure it's in tune with the open chords. I mean, this is straight out the case from the previous gig, so still in tune, so I'm happy. Near enough, relatively. So yeah, I played this gig, this jam session, and I don't think there's any footage, but basically I'm playing this all night, standard tuning, cover songs, and it was a struggle again. I was tired afterwards. I had to fight the guitar a little bit. Stuff like the volume knob is too clean and nice, because I cleaned it and it just moves willy-nilly. You breathe on it and it moves. So I was having my sound cut out quite a bit just because the volume knob had been moved a little bit too easily and too much. Like I said, the frets, I need to polish them, but from factory they're not the smoothest of frets. I noticed the other night they're getting worse. There's definitely scratchiness in the frets. I think in one of my early videos you could hear it. It's not super bad, but it's only been played for solidly for 6 months, so when I change the strings again, I'll give them a polish. That'll improve that. But anyway, again, same story. It was a fight, and everyone says it was probably the best jam night gig that they've seen in that bar for forever. So I'm talking all this about, I'm not 100% on my Jet guitar, but apparently it produces the results. So I don't know how to. Anyway, so that's where we're at. 1 year later. Would I recommend a Jet? No. Straight out the box, no. I would suggest if you buy one, you have to have some money and consider upgrading things and getting imperfections dealt with. So it's not a beginner guitar. I wouldn't just buy this for a family and say, give this to your kid, they want to learn guitar. Have a go. It would need to be gone over by a professional and maybe upgrade some parts. Definitely the tuners. The tuners and the bridge are the weakest part on this guitar, I would say. But the pickups are great. The neck's nice. It's not perfect, but it's nice. I mean, you can do all that kind of stuff on it if you wanted to. You know, it's supposed to be a traditional Strat style guitar. So yeah, do I regret getting it? No, I don't regret getting it. I've learned a lot. I've learned about listening to YouTubers and their recommendations, which is a bit ironic with this video. Basically, just play one first. From what I've seen online, it looks like everyone who's bought one from a shop loves them, because obviously the shop has gone over them and made sure they're fine. People like me that just bought it and you could tell it was literally from the factory, put in another bigger box and shipped out without even being looked at. They're the ones people are having problems with, because they're not as tightly controlled quality-wise. So yeah, if you want one, by all means get one. I'm not going to say no to getting the guitar that you like, but try one first. Try one and see how many faults it has. If it has any, it might be perfect, yeah? Like I said, the shop may have gone over it, but get one, save up some more money, a little bit more money, and upgrade what you need to upgrade to get it to work. Because guitars are supposed to play and be in tune. This now is in tune, and it plays. So that's what it's for. But whether I'm attached to this more than any other guitar, that's a no. I'm not really attached to this like I am my other Strats, okay? But this one has a job to do. It's for getting out to play cover songs and to play in standard tuning. When I first got this, I actually recorded a whole album, which is what I'm going to play soon live. In fact, when I end this video, I'm going to play you out with one of the songs from that album that this was recorded on. So, even playing that out, I'm going to be playing that album live soon in front of people, an audience. When I play that show, I'm not using this. I'm going to use my number one Strat, and I'm going to play it in E flat, and I'm going to change where I play the positions, purely because when I play live, that's the guitar I feel I can express myself as a guitarist. When I play this guitar, I've been told it sounds great, but I'm just not quite there confidence wise with, you know, playing my own stuff live. I just aren't. That's honesty, that is. I don't think there's much more to say, really. It's been a year. I've only played it for half of that year. I've not had real urges to pick it up and play it. I've played a big gig the other night getting out the case. It's done its job. But again, I don't feel the urge to keep this out and play it as much as I do my other Strat. That's just the way I am. Anyway, I'm not going to sell it though. Everyone should have a Jet guitar, and this is my one Jet guitar. But no more Jets for me. I'd rather pay more money and get something higher end. That's my opinion. Yeah, but don't let that put you off. I've had people, actually, I've had lots of comments in my videos in the comment section saying, what do you think about the Jet JS300 or the 450, or do you like this? Do you like your 300? And my answer's the same. I can't tell you what to buy. I can only tell you how I feel about what I have, but don't let that put you off going and getting a guitar that you like, because you might love it. You might think this is the best guitar ever in the world. Yeah? I don't. Anyway, not much of a celebration, is it, this? So anyway, that's it for now. I've spoken of like 25 minutes of speaking. I bought it, played it, keeping it. So to play you out in this video, I'm going to play you the first song from the album that I used this on to create, called Elephants. And the song is also called Elephants. So if you like what you saw, please, subscribe, like, comment. Give me your thoughts in the comment section. You might have a Jet and you absolutely love it, or maybe you've had a similar experience to me. You've had issues and it's put you off. There's two sides to every coin. So yeah, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll put links in the description. You can see the playlist of the journey of me buying this guitar and all the upgrades I've done to it, which is important if you're interested in that. So thank you for listening and watching, and until the next time, ciao for now.